Let's get right into it. Number 1, low-fat everything. The 90s, a time when everyone was rocking frosted tips, drinking Crystal Pepsi, and loading up on fat-free cookies like they were a ticket to immortality. Because if it says low fat on the box, it has to be healthy. Right, wrong. The food industry basically just replaced fat with sugar and chemicals that sound like rejected Pokemon evolutions, maltodextrin, xanthan gum, sorbitol. Yeah, you're basically chewing on edible math equations. See, fat isn't actually the villain here. It's literally the thing that makes food taste good and helps your body absorb vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Take fat away, and suddenly your salad is just crunchy sadness. But corporations knew people feared fat like it was Freddy Krueger hiding in their fridge, so they slapped low fat on everything and called it a day. Meanwhile, you're downing health snacks that spike your blood sugar faster than a toddler at a birthday party, inhaling pixie sticks. And here's the kicker, eating low fat can make you crave more food. Why? Because when fat leaves the chat, your body's satiety signals basically go, hello anybody home? So you keep eating, searching for that full feeling that never comes. You're left with 3 empty yogurt cups and the hollow echo of betrayal in your stomach. Ironically, actual fat, the avocado toast you judged your millennial cousin for eating isn't the problem, but the healthy low-fat blueberry muffin you grabbed from the store. That's basically a cupcake in disguise. Bottom line, low-fat diets are like denim jackets on dogs. They look like they're doing something useful, but really, they're just unnecessary suffering. Number 2, vitamin overload. Yes, vitamins, the tiny superheroes of nutrition, the ones that swoop in to save your immune system, build your bones, and keep you from, I don't know, collapsing like a Victorian child with rickets. But here's the dark plot twist. Too many vitamins don't turn you into Superman. They just turn your urine into a very expensive glow stick. For decades, supplement companies have been marketing multivitamins like they're cheat codes for life. Feeling tired? Pop a B complex, want shiny hair, biotin, baby, afraid of scurvy, even though you haven't been on a pirate ship in 300 years, megadose that vitamin C. But your body isn't some bottomless vitamin sponge. It has limits. Fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K take too much and they actually build up in your system. Congrats! You've just upgraded from health nut to walking toxic waste site. Vitamin A overdose, for example, can make your skin peel, your liver cry, and your bones more brittle than IKEA furniture. And too much vitamin D doesn't make you radiate sunshine, it can literally calcify your kidneys. Suddenly, your wellness routine looks like a saw trap. Meanwhile, water-soluble vitamins, the ones your body just pees out, aren't harmless either. You think you're safe until you realize you just spent $40 to make your toilet bowl look like a neon rave. It's like biohacking, except the only thing you hacked was your bank account. Moral of the story, vitamins are like Tinder matches. 1 or 2 can be great, but swiping right on all of them at once is how you end up regretting life choices. Number 3, juice cleansers. Yes, the legendary juice cleanse, because nothing says I'm taking care of my body like drinking 6 bottles of liquefied kale and suffering through diarrhea that could qualify as a natural disaster. People treat juice cleanses like a spiritual journey. I'm detoxing. Detoxing from what? Karen, a frappuccino, and a quesadilla. You're not Indiana Jones. You don't need to purge the ancient toxins from your body. That's what your liver is for. Juice cleansers promise to flush your system, reset your metabolism, and basically give you the glowing skin of a Greek god. In reality, you're just flooding your body with fruit sugar and saying goodbye to fiber, the thing that actually keeps your gut happy. It's like stripping the insulation off a house and then wondering why it's drafty. Not to mention, juice cleansers can seriously mess with your blood sugar. 1 bottle of apple juice has as much sugar as a can of Coke, but we all pretend it's healthier because it's in a glass bottle with a picture of a leaf on it. Meanwhile, your pancreas is in the corner screaming, please stop. And the whole weight loss thing. Yeah, you'll lose weight. It's called water and muscle. Then the second you eat solid food again, your body hoards calories like a squirrel preparing for winter. Congratulations. You starved yourself for 3 days to gain it all back by Wednesday. So yeah, juice cleansers are basically just really expensive adult Capri Suns that trick you into thinking suffering is virtuous. Number 4, gluten-free without reason. Picture this, you're not celiac, you don't have a gluten intolerance, but you've decided that bread is the enemy because Becky from yoga told you it made her feel lighter. Suddenly, you're paying $9 for a loaf of gluten-free bread that crumbles faster than your willpower at 2 a.m. Why? Because somewhere along the way, gluten-free got rebranded from medical necessity to status symbol of wellness. Here's the thing, gluten is just a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. For the 1% of people with celiac disease, it's basically kryptonite. For the rest of us, gluten is the reason bread is chewy, pizza crust is perfect, and pasta isn't just sadness noodles. Cutting it out doesn't automatically make you healthier, it just makes your food taste like cardboard. Worse, a lot of gluten-free products compensate by loading up on extra fat, sugar, and weird starches like tapioca or potato flour. It's like trading in your reliable Honda for a healthier car made entirely of bubble wrap and duct tape. Sure, it looks quirky, but good luck making it down the street. And don't get me started on gluten-free desserts. Ever had a gluten-free brownie? It tastes like someone whispered the word chocolate into a rice cake. Meanwhile, you're patting yourself on the back for avoiding toxins when all you did was pay extra for an inferior cookie. Unless your doctor says otherwise, ditching gluten is like swearing off hugs. Nobody asked you to do it. It doesn't make you stronger, and now everyone's just vaguely uncomfortable. Number 5, sports drinks for couch potatoes. Let's talk about sports drinks. You know, the neon blue liquids marketed like they're a magic potion for athletes. Except you're not running a marathon, you're just walking to the fridge. Gatorade was invented to rehydrate football players in the Florida heat, not to accompany your Netflix binge. Here's the scam, sports drinks are packed with electrolytes. Sure, but also loaded with sugar. The average bottle has about the same sugar as a can of soda. So unless you're actively sweating buckets, you're basically just swapping one soft drink for another, but with more aggressive branding. And electrolytes. Unless you're working out hard enough to drench a t-shirt, your body doesn't need them. Tap water and maybe a banana will do the job. Yet somehow, companies convinced us that drinking neon liquid was the key to peak performance. Spoiler, you're not LeBron James. You're a person in pajamas trying to stay awake through another season of Breaking Bad. There's even low-sugar sports drinks now, which are just sugar water with more marketing. It's like when your friend swears white wine doesn't count as drinking. Spoiler, it does. Bottom line, if you're not running from a bear or doing hot yoga on the surface of the sun, you don't need a sports drink. You need a glass of water and maybe a little self-awareness. Number 6, granola bars of doom. Ah, granola bars, the snack that shows up in every healthy lifestyle. Instagram flat lay, a perfect rectangle of oats, nuts, and oh, wait, is that a sugar coating? Yup. Most granola bars are basically candy bars that went to Whole Foods and got a haircut. Sure, they're marketed with pictures of mountains and hikers, like you'll suddenly transform into a rugged outdoorsy type just by eating one. But check the label and you'll find more high fructose corn syrup than actual oats. That chewy texture you love. Yeah, that's just sugar glue holding the crumbs together. And let's not ignore portion sizes. One bar might be only 200 calories, but who eats one? They're so small, you're unwrapping another before the first one's even swallowed. Suddenly you've had 3, and you'd have been better off eating an actual Snickers. At least the Snickers doesn't pretend it's a lifestyle choice. The kicker, homemade granola can actually be great. Oats, nuts, seeds, real energy. But the store-bought versions are like taking that wholesome recipe and dunking it in liquid candy. It's the wolf in Patagonia fleece clothing. So yeah, next time you reach for a granola bar thinking you're making the smart choice, remember it's just trail mix that's been crushed, glued, and marketed into a guilt disguise. Number 7, flavored yogurt traps. Ah, yogurt, the breakfast of champions, the probiotic powerhouse, the dairy darling that makes you feel like you're one spoonful away from glowing skin and inner peace. But flavored yogurt, that's a whole different beast. It's basically dessert in disguise, but with a picture of a happy cow on the packaging to make you feel virtuous. A small cup of strawberry yogurt can pack as much sugar as a can of soda. Yup, your healthy breakfast is just soda you need a spoon for. And don't even get me started on the fruit at the bottom ones. You know what's at the bottom: syrup. The kind of syrup that could probably patch potholes. But wait, it gets better. Light yogurts often replace sugar with artificial sweeteners, which taste like sadness filtered through a chemistry set. So now you're stuck with something that's both less satisfying and still suspiciously sweet, and your brain's like, cool, thanks for confusing my entire reward system. Ironically, plain yogurt with some fruit tossed in is actually fantastic. But the second you buy the neon-colored Blueberry Blast version, you're basically eating a melted Jolly Rancher with probiotics sprinkled on top. So, is yogurt healthy? Yes. Is flavored yogurt healthy? Only if your definition of healthy includes developing a refined palate for sugar sludge. Number 8. Diet soda delusion. Here it is, the holy grail of fake health choices: diet soda. The drink that whispers, go ahead, order 3 Big Macs, I've got your back. People chug this stuff like it's the golden ticket to guilt-free living. Spoiler, it's not. Diet sodas swap sugar for artificial sweeteners, which seem like a genius idea. 0 calories, same taste, no guilt, except your body isn't dumb. When your taste buds get hit with that sweet flavor, your brain expects calories. When the calories don't show up, your appetite goes haywire. Cue you raiding the pantry like a raccoon at midnight. Studies even suggest that diet sodas might be linked to messed up metabolism, higher sugar cravings, and a general sense of betrayal from your organs. Basically, it's like lying to your body. Don't worry, babe, this is totally sugar. And then your body goes, no it's not. Now give me real sugar before I make you cry. And let's not ignore the psychological factor. People use diet soda as a health hall pass. Oh, I'll take a triple cheeseburger with extra bacon, but don't worry, I'll wash it down with a Diet Coke. That's like robbing a bank and thinking it's okay because you recycled the receipt. At the end of the day, diet soda doesn't make you healthy, it just makes your kidneys sigh and your taste buds confused. Number 9. Salad dressing betrayal. Salad. The poster child of health. You've got your leafy greens, your veggies, maybe a sprinkle of nuts. It's a beautiful bowl of nutrients, a holy shrine to clean eating, and then you dump half a bottle of ranch on it and turn your salad into a fast food meal in disguise. Seriously, salad dressings are sneaky little calorie bombs, that light Italian dressing still loaded with sugar, salt, and oil. That creamy Caesar. You might as well have just eaten a slice of pizza and called it a day. Some dressings even contain more calories than the salad itself, which is like putting a life jacket on a rock. It defeats the entire purpose. And the store-bought stuff full of preservatives and natural flavors, which usually translates to chemicals we gave friendlier names so you won't panic. Here's the trick: salads can be healthy, but only if you don't drown them in sauces. Otherwise, you're just eating crunchy excuses. A better move: olive oil, lemon juice, maybe a sprinkle of herbs. That way, you can actually taste the vegetables instead of burying them under a creamy avalanche. So yeah, salads are healthy until you weaponize the dressing, then they're just fast food in cosplay. Number 10. Overhydration madness. Water, our pure, innocent, life-giving friend. People carry around gallon jugs like hydration is an Olympic sport. Gotta drink 8 glasses a day, except, no, you don't. Somewhere along the way, the advice to drink water turned into a cult, and like most cults, it sounds good at first until you're sprinting to the bathroom every 20 minutes and Googling, why does my pee look like printer ink? Overhydration, or water intoxication, is an actual thing. And no, it doesn't mean you're just extra healthy. It means your kidneys are drowning in their own workload and your blood sodium levels are diluting faster than a frat party punch bowl. The result: headaches, nausea, confusion, and in extreme cases, seizures or even death. Yep, you can literally die from being too healthy. The irony is that your body is already equipped with a hydration monitoring system. It's called FIRST. Revolutionary, I know. But we've been convinced to ignore that in favor of apps that buzz every hour telling you to chug like you're in a college beer pong tournament. And don't get me wrong, water is great. But when you're forcing yourself to drink so much that your entire personality is person who always needs a bathroom, maybe it's time to chill. Hydration is good. Drowning yourself like a houseplant after a 2-week vacation, not so much. Bottom line, if your health habit turns you into a human fountain, it's probably not the flex you think it is. Number 11, smoothie sugar bombs. Smoothies, the Instagram-approved liquid meal of the gods. They're colorful, they're photogenic, and they look like health in a cup. But most smoothies, they're just milkshakes that went to yoga once. Think about it. A classic fruit smoothie at a chain cafe often has bananas, mangoes, strawberries, juice, maybe honey. Sounds good, right? Until you realize you've just blended half a produce aisle into one cup and created a sugar rush so powerful it could probably power a Tesla. And then there are the add-ins: peanut butter, protein powder, chocolate drizzle, coconut shavings. Suddenly your smoothie has more calories than a burger and fries. But hey, it's green, so it must be healthy, right? Yeah, tell that to your insulin levels. The trick with smoothies is that you lose all the fiber when you blend fruit down. That's the thing that actually makes fruit filling. Instead, you're left with a liquid sugar bomb that makes you hungry an hour later. It's basically fast food wearing a halo. Don't get me wrong, homemade smoothies with veggies, some fruit, and protein fantastic. But the giant chain store smoothies with names like Sunrise Explosion or Tropical Thunderstorm, those are just dessert masquerading as health food. So yeah, smoothies can be amazing, but the ones you're actually buying, they're basically frappuccinos without the whipped cream. Number 12, sleep tracker anxiety. Sleep trackers, those sleek little gadgets that promise to optimize your rest, because nothing says peaceful slumber like strapping a mini surveillance device to your wrist and obsessively analyzing how many minutes you spent in REM. On paper, it sounds great. You get data about your sleep cycles, and in theory, you can improve your habits. In reality, most sleep trackers aren't even that accurate. They measure movement, not actual brain activity, so your deep sleep graph is about as trustworthy as a magic 8-ball. But here's the real kicker: they can make your sleep worse. There's a thing called orthosomnia basically, insomnia caused by worrying about not sleeping enough. People get anxious when their tracker tells them they only got 5 hours of quality sleep, even if they feel fine. So now you're lying awake thinking, oh no, my sleep score is going to tank, congrats. Your $200 gadget just turned bedtime into a competitive sport. Sure, some trackers can be helpful for spotting long-term patterns, but if you're waking up every morning stressed about your sleep efficiency rating, you're not healthier, you're just more tired and more broke. At the end of the day, sleep is supposed to be rest, not a data project. If you're dreaming in bar graphs, it might be time to take the tracker off. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.